Sterring, pictures and buttons, is Sterring, they're like Sterring.
Hey, I'm Kunta.
And I'm Peta.
Welcome to Black Sterring Radio, a podcast where we dissect TV shows, films, music, and culture
To ask how black women are represented and seen on screen. Okay.
Hello.
Dumelang. How's it, guys?
How's it? Hey, guys. My gosh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It has
but
been a
welcome
while.
back.
But welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Black Sterring Radio.
Yes.
Yes.
Where we unpack all things, series, movies, music, whatever.
Have chats, go on tangents as well. And
we love a tangent.
and we love music too. We do love music
We
too.
do.
And we know that I am picking up actually that people like our music episodes. So,
They do.
Yeah.
People are really into music, which
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like it's
whoever.
so easy to just like go on and on about music. And I was also, oh my gosh,
Ooh,
red lips.
the red lip you have on your nose.
Oh no!
Wait.
And action, is it still on there?
No, you're
Okay,
good.
is
You're
it?
good.
Yeah, this one.
You're gonna double check.
Yeah, on my.
Sorry,
I'm
this
I have
happens to
this
women.
happens.
These are the
These are
issues of
the-
having red lipstick.
Yeah, I haven't worn red in so long, so I was like, "Hey, why don't you do red and pink today?" Okay.
Red is nice. Do you wanna start over or just keep going?
No, we can keep going. I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Yes. So I was watching the podcast, Helen's podcast, and she'd interviewed
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, Helen.
Helen, wonderful podcast. And she was interviewing her latest interview, and I don't know the artist, but she just like riffing about music, and it's just like this natural, this like just speaking to just how natural it is to talk about music and how joyful it is to talk about and listen to music and listen to music. Yeah.
One of my favorite pastimes, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think, like, people
the best
don't-
thing ever. The best thing ever. The best thing ever.
And also, like, I think we're in a space where there aren't as many people, or rather, like, music journalism is a dying art form.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit sad.
I
'cause
mean,
know,
journalism,
like,
writing.
Yeah, actually,
people are not
journalism in general.
And I think it's happening now on social media. It's just like it's
death
talking.
of
It's
an area.
talking. Yeah, it's the death of kind
which
of
for me,
writing.
like, sometimes I miss the critical analysis, the critical thinking.
Truly.
I miss the critical
Always.
thinking around, like, in so many
Everywhere I
different
miss it.
spaces.
Yeah.
So I've been having a lot of fun on Substack, actually.
I love Substack actually.
Yeah,
also,
Substack
like,
is really cool.
Yeah, I love Substack.
And I'm like, oh my God, people are writing full
It
thoughts.
reminds me of
This is really
Medium.
nice.
It reminds me of
It gives me,
Medium.
it's like if Medium and Tumblr had a baby,
Yeah,
it would be
Substack
Substack.
is actually really,
Because it
really
does give me like
nice.
old school Tumblr
Yeah.
vibes
Yeah, it gives
in
me
some ways, but I love the Medium feel of it as well.
and it's like long
Yeah.
form always. But I love that about because it does feel like another platform where writers of any or just well for me personally, I'm on Substack to write, to just go ahead and write, and it feels like the platform once again where people can just write. That's not gonna ever die, is it? It's just
I hope so. Yeah.
I don't think
no,
it
and I
is.
don't think
If
writing
I'm
will
still
ever die.
around, long form
It
will never
shouldn't.
die, okay?
No.
No.
Okay.
But-
Do you wanna? This is like segueing me to my content.
Is it? Yay!
Yeah, and I say this because I
love
wanted to
it.
talk about books.
Yes, absolutely. It's
Yeah,
been
I think I
wild.
want to really shout out. I've had a lot of time to read, which has been really nice.
Great.
So I kind of want to shout out Black and brown romance writers.
Oh,
I think
yes, yeah.
romance
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
either
Yeah.
been shelved as like chicklet or like kind of been
Smut.
smart or erotica or like gotten really weird PR
Yeah.
back in the day.
is
So
weird,
it's
you
really
know?
nice to see romance get contemporary, like modern contemporary, with whether it's an African skew or like whatever the skew is.
I
get
love
a
the
really
African
big
skew, obviously.
resurgence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and romance. So everybody from like Zibu Sitole, who just wrote
Yes.
a third trilogy of I Do. It's like set in Joburg, in South Africa, to like
nice.
Kennedy Ryan, who also did. Feels like everyone's on their third book, which is also nice. So it feels like, oh, it's the end of the little series that you started 2 or 3
Okay.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Alexis Daria and like Tali Hibbert and like, yeah, there's so many people writing well, and it should go without saying, or
Yeah.
it has to be said.
I mean,
Just reading
authors.
stories about like Black women who are getting loved on, really, which we
Yeah.
aren't seeing as much on screen, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So shout out to romance authors.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a big one.
Yeah.
I'm really having a good time.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And I think, because I know Akweke Emezi also came out with the
love
romance
her.
novel. And I love she's my favorite. She's my comfort
deeply
author.
chaotic.
She is. She's a Gemini.
Oh my
she's,
gosh.
but I
Her books are very chaotic.
love her.
So well written.
So
But
well written,
I was gobsmacked.
Yeah,
by-
you will be gobsmacked.
what is it? You made a fool of death with
Yes.
your beauty.
Yeah. And I think that is
Crazy
that the
plot
romance.
twist. My goodness. Yeah. That one is a romance.
Yes.
Crazy plot twist.
Yeah.
Sharp turns.
Oh, love
Yeah,
death
I
of
saw
death
even
of Death of Vivek Oji. I'm still on it, which is it's actually such a heartbreaking story of this kid, and 'cause she focuses a lot on queer storylines and spiritual sort of like non-physical sort of
spirituality is all in a lot
like
of them.
hoodoo voodoo. She's like, that's what I love about her. She's just subversive that way. And the death of Vivek Oji, which, do you know, like, I also do want to talk about reading habits, because this is a book I've been reading now for 2 years in between other books. My reading habits are chaotic. And because it's just this boy who is I guess trans, and his family struggles to. So we start at the death of Vivek Oji. That's him. The death of Vivek Oji. And the first chapter, it's just one sentence. They found him at the marketplace dead.
Okay.
You know, and I love that kind of storytelling where we start at the very tragic end. You know, and then we meet this boy and his family, and how his family struggles with his queerness, you know, like, and, you know, he has a cousin who, just like like a portrait that's kind of tragic, but also just really beautiful. She's just, she's chaotic, but I love her, man. She's subversive, also really beautiful writing. Not my thingy. And it's nice that we're talking about authors as well, because I want to talk about, I need to bring Elizabeth Gilbert back, my girl. Eat, Pray, Love. Mama.
Whoa!
I just love her so much also because she was my mom's favorite author.
Goodness.
Like, I love Elizabeth. And she right now is talking about grief a lot of the time, because she lost her partner to a terminal illness, and she went through a lot after Eat, Pray, Love, which was a success.
Smashing success.
Smash hit.
Made it a movie with Julia Roberts.
With Julia Roberts. Listen, if you have Julia Roberts as a lead,
Julia Roberts will always be one of my favorite actresses.
She's
so
like
magnetic.
She's like old school Hollywood.
Yeah.
Just excellent. Like,
just very warm as well. But it's also funny because there've been a lot
relatable, very girls, but also like girl
she
next
has
door.
Exactly. And I feel like there's been so much chatter about like, so the Hollywood Reporter had a cover saying the new face of Hollywood, but they had like plastic surgery, which was obviously like, because everyone's starting to look the same.
Yeah.
So there've been a lot of conversations around like cosmetic work and like how, just like the amount of cosmetic surgery in and out of Hollywood, and like from the rise of BBL to like everything. And like how people don't look as distinctive, as different as they used to, even on screen in Hollywood. So like if you think of, and someone made a case for like actors like Julia Roberts, who always had a very big smile.
And
now,
smile,
like a very, like all your teeth are showing.
Yeah, and her teeth are normal. These days, teeth are...
Yeah, and like people are talking about,
who
is it in White Lotus? I think Amy Woods. I think her surname might be wrong. But yeah, and people kept going on and on about like, oh my God, her gap tooth and her teeth look so natural. And like, Yeah, it's really interesting where
natural beauty
we're going.
or natural look.
Yeah, like it not on screen.
But I mean,
not
cosmetic
really.
surgery is big.
It's huge,
and I think
it's like
it's actually
multi-billion
much more popular with the older
brand.
generation. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel older Hollywood generation. I feel like it was their go-to. Like, and I know a lot of people
Yeah.
do Botox regularly.
Yeah, I mean they even
So-
Botox parties though.
Yeah, yeah.
But people
hey.
don't look. It's always surprising when people haven't done work. So
Yeah,
like
because now you can
Kate Hudson or like
tell.
Christina Miliano, like all these. Yeah, like it's weird because you can see laugh lines
yeah,
and
you
like
can see
the crinkle
wrinkles,
in someone when they laugh or when their eyebrows are
Yeah.
furrowed because now everything is just smoothed
smoothed,
out.
and there's that
from the
glossy
wax.
glass Korean
Yeah, like-
skin where it
Yeah.
was just like yeah.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Hey, and it's like
Yeah.
I another tangent. Like I think it was on TikTok, my favorite place to be.
TikTok. We love TikTok.
This woman was like, oh, I just found, I think, like coming of age, I think she's in her 30s or whatever, and she's like, I just found my first wrinkle or my first recognizable wrinkle, and just talking about how it's a laugh line and how
I
that
love laugh
is,
lines.
how it's like,
Yeah.
it's the fact that you've
Signifies
actually
joy.
you just
Yeah.
laugh more than you've laughed more than anything, or and it's an interesting thing about that the face can I also look at Tracy and her face as well. I mean, and it's such it feels a little uncomfortable to look at people that way, but it's right there, like it's a complete industry, like people
Yeah.
really are like deep into image
And they were told that their face is the
crafting.
moneymaker.
Yeah.
So
What do you do? I cannot
I guess
imagine.
you have to keep it up. Like even Lindsay
Cannot
Lohan
imagine.
now looks. I love her, but I was like,
No,
oh,
Linz.
you
No,
got
Linz,
some
no.
work done.
No. Lindsay
Very good work
Lohan.
done, I must say. Very
Yeah,
good
no,
work
it's
done. I
very
was like,
good.
well,
It's
damn.
very good. It's very
Okay.
good. But I'm like, yo,
And she looks
Linz, babe.
healthy. Yeah, because now they're doing promo for Freakier Friday.
What's Freaky
So-
Friday?
The sequel of Freaky Friday, the old 2000 movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. You know where they do like a swap?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's
Reboot.
like
There's
okay.
I didn't look at what the premise was, but they've been
Okay.
doing press for it the past few weeks. And
Okay.
like,
All right.
I'm
So she's back on
assuming it's
screen.
another body swap situation.
Okay, but and like a
With both
sequel
of them,
to
yeah,
the
a
movie,
sequel
so it's
to
going
that.
to be
So I'm assuming
her
yeah.
character.
So it was
in
both
that
of them. Yeah, both
movie.
of them are still in it.
Okay,
So
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like,
and I don't
I'm
know
actually
about
curious though.
Yeah, obviously, absolutely.
Also, like we don't do. I want to say we don't do as much magic that isn't like big sci-fi. I don't know if that
Really?
makes sense. So like, there's like Dune or like there's like Hunger Games. Like there's the big Marvel.
Epic,
There's the
yes,
epic
yeah,
supernatural things, but
yeah.
we don't necessarily
like
do
superhero type.
the magic like 17 again and the body swaps and the
Oh yeah,
like all
those
of that
odd-
stuff, like the
yeah,
odd
those-
magic, like
yeah.
practical
Yeah,
magic,
yeah,
even
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's less that
Yeah.
and more like it's an epic movie.
yeah,
type of
It's
thing.
a lot of that,
So I'm like,
definitely.
what does
Nice.
this look like in
Yeah.
2025? Even though I am usually nay for reboots.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially
yeah,
because like
depends.
it's just odd to just I don't know, like I feel like it's this age where seasoned actors are coming back into these reboot contexts, and it's like, why don't we find a different character? Why don't we
Or
grow
write,
with your
yeah,
let's write
a
a
different
new
brain.
let's cast you into a different role and stop this. Nostalgia is a bit,
Yeah,
it's getting a little psycho. Hey, it's getting a little psycho.
it's getting weird for sure.
because it's now everywhere. It's even in the ads, it's
Yeah.
in the music,
It's everywhere.
they're
And I
calling it
think
nostalgia now.
oh Lord, there's a term for it. But yeah, so I mean, speaking to that, since we are talking about books, I saw
Yes.
Malcolm Dilly, who wrote The Best Man,
Okay.
wrote a book that is the same characters, but just like where are they in 2025, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
Which I am intrigued about
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think
It is intriguing,
the
yeah.
Best Man has probably been a franchise to do sequels and like subsequent stories
Truly,
really well.
Yeah.
If I think of how,
because I mean, they're
like Best Man versus Best Man Holiday coming out like more than a decade apart, and the Best Man Holiday was debatably better than the Best Man. And then there was like the Best Man Final Chapters, which was also really good. So I'm like actually intrigued in what it looks like in a book format.
That kind of story, true.
Yeah,
and that kind of story leans itself to like a lot of the stories do lean themselves, like if it's marriage, if you guys got together like in your heyday,
like varsity friends as well. So it's
or
a good
your
premise.
early relationship where you guys were chaotic. Now you've grown up. I think that's a nice character arc, type of journey that's nice to bring the audience back into.
Yeah, so it seems to take place after where Final Chapters left off.
Okay, the book.
Yeah, the book. So I'm like quite intrigued actually. I'm
so
like,
now we're going further down the road.
We're further down the road. So we're with them now. And you know what?
We're growing with them. We're going to die with them. We are going to die with them.
Really good characters.
Yeah,
so,
truly. That's the power,
like,
right? Of great characters.
Of great writing. Yeah. So I think I'm going to read it next actually. Okay. When I finish the book that I'm with.
So what's it called?
Best Man something. Hold on. It's called The Best Man Unfinished Business, which is a nod to Harper's book, the main character, Tay Diggs's character's book that he wrote in the first movie.
Yes, right?
Business.
Yes.
Yeah, so the name is a nod to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna obviously shoot it. Just makes
sense.
I
have no idea because they've never made it as a book before. So I'm like,
yeah. And if you make it as a book, then we want to know. We want to know what happened.
I know. Or maybe he's like, I've given you guys all that I can give you.
Yeah.
No. But yeah.
No.
I mean,
we want more.
Especially because he got them all to agree to do the final
that's
chapter.
also
like everyone keeps coming back, which I also think is important.
Which is nice.
Because when it's just some of the people, it's always like, wow.
Yeah.
It's not
then the story's over. No one's resonating with it right now anymore.
Yeah, and that was in the golden age of like rom-coms and movies. Like we don't really have ensemble cast black films anymore. Can't think of the last one. What, like Think Like a Man? There has to have been something after Think Like a Man.
Can't you Think Like a Man
that was one of the last ones. That was everybody, like Gabrielle Union, Megan Good, and Lala, and Kevin Hart,
like
Terrace J,
I was about to say Bollywood,
Michael Ealy,
but like Black Hollywood, truly Black Hollywood.
Like we haven't had a good Black Hollywood that's like not Tyler Perry. That's like good.
Yeah, Tyler Perry is really taking over that slot right now. He's really
but he can't write happy things though.
He's got something on Netflix right now as well that's doing really well.
With Wanda.
With?
Wanda. No, not Wanda Sykes. With
it's not Taraji.
No, it's because there was the one with Taraji.
Yeah, there's a new one with
I
Taraji.
Saw that.
Taraji
will not watch that.
Always
I'm so sorry.
With
it's called
Tyler.
Can't do it.
Especially after
acrimony.
Yeah. It's like but acrimony is a journey here. It's truly like it's such an epic it is pop culture gold. Like, what is acrimony, guys?
I mean, it's even part of a South African saying now.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, we're wrong with acrimony because acrimony. Because they were fighting about the battery. But anyway.
Oh, questions forever.
Okay, what's your content of the week?
No,
but you kind of
it's Elizabeth. Okay, so I wanted to talk. Elizabeth Gilbert, and she's right now in the moment where she's really unpacking grief. Like she had, she's got this book I think that she dedicated to her late partner called. I mean, I've all the way to the river. Yes, and this is where she talks about grief. And there's this, and like I think a lot of us are grieving right now. Like I think, and it's been a while. Like I think since 2020, things are really, life seems to be changing and we're awake to that, And she talks about grief we have conversations about it. It's so difficult to pin down the process of grief, as sad as it is, but the actual everydayness of it is just like, sometimes you're happy, you wake up, you have your breakfast, you do your work, and then there's that moment that just comes out, that
Do
drops
again.
out of from nowhere, or is triggered. It's what they call a trigger these days, I guess, in that paradigm. And she calls that, I think she actually references it to one of her gurus or whatever, calls it a bow down moment, where I think, yeah, that was what her friend or her partner called it, where she was like, sometimes you cannot intellectualize it. Like sometimes the body just is like, whether I'm crying or screaming or raging or blacking out, like it's that moment, that bow down, that term. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just such a perfect moment, because it's like, it's grief saying, bow down to me. It's love saying, or lost love saying, bow down to this moment, sit in this moment. We've lost something really important. So yeah, I'm really enjoying her right now. I'm resonating with a lot of what she's saying, and just like expanding on her themes, her theme since Eat, Pray, Love, of like love and relationships,
fiction or nonfiction?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's autobiographical nonfiction.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's nonfiction. Yeah, it's nonfiction.
Okay.
It's her first nonfiction.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was, because
It's
I
her
was like,
first.
I'm so interested. Like, did
Yeah,
she
it's
put
her
characters
first.
in it, or like?
It's her first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my content. Really enjoying her right now. And just that that reflection of the grief that we're all going through, and like, what the hell is this? Why am I'm so sad, but I can't articulate it, but I'm also okay. There's moments of joy, but there's moments of like despair. That's like, ooh, despair that's like difficult to wrap your head around. But yeah, that's my content.
And
Yeah.
that's definitely something to think about, because I think what COVID did changed the nature of how we grieve.
Yeah.
Because it had to be in isolation.
Yeah, which
at the time, which just
a lot of
makes
people
it
went through a lot of
quite
loss in
difficult.
isolation.
Or like funerals
'Cause we
had to
couldn't-
be way
yeah.
smaller, or like
Yeah,
you would watch it
sometimes,
online,
yeah.
which was just like
Just so
incredibly
un-African
difficult.
also, like-
Yeah, because it's like, okay, we're watching a funeral on our
And
computers.
since when
like,
do we watch and record
yeah, like it was
moments
so,
like
but it was
that?
like, okay, social
That's what we
distancing,
have
and
to
we have to do this.
do.
Yeah, so it just made it quite difficult.
Like lonely.
And lonely in that way.
Yeah.
Because then, nobody wanted to make it a super spreader, and then like there were just a lot of
Yeah.
like it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
And then I have conversations. Okay, we'll get into it. We'll get into to today's topic. But I also wanted to segue quickly around grief and the culture of after parties, which
After tears.
after tears, after parties.
Because
Because
after
that's what
party
it
is
is.
different.
But
it is an after
it's
party,
a
but it
funeral
has a
after party.
name.
And yeah, so it's an after tears, and I really believe in after tears. I know some people are like, no, how are we drinking? How are we now having it? Because they can get really rowdy. They can get into bash mode. They can get into very party, very like, oh, so now we're in a party, like. But I love
It's always a
that.
fine
Like,
line.
yeah, it is.
1 minute we're eating scones.
The next
it's
we're
a putoy.
shotting it up, or we're, like.
I don't think I've ever done shots at an after
People,
tears.
yeah, people drink like
Hectic.
a lot of in my family, like a lot of the after tears people are okay too, because yeah, Keisha and this go, like traditional,
and people, people
and
do.
there's food.
Somebody has the
and
keys to the fridge.
There's that big fridge.
Yeah,
with
there's always someone in Ports that has the key to the fridge.
and we are just huge consumers of alcohol. Like we've always got to just buy it in bulk. So, and my point is, I think it's powerful. It's powerful, the concept of after tears, because why not? Because it's like, so now we have to be sad. Like, I get it. We have to be sad. Or we are sad. We naturally are sad when it's a funeral or when we're grieving. But it's also like, there's also space for joy, man. And just like maybe distracting and forgetting, and just like, those are the ways we cope. Those are actually the ways we move through the terrible pain, is just by having a glass or 5 of like something and telling jokes and hanging out, like,
Yeah. With people you haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, also that.
But anyway, okay, I'm going to segue now because we will talk about Trina's whole episode.
Yeah.
So
let's get into
this is actually a perfect segue to our next episode because this series was based on a book by Judy Blume.
Yeah.
It was adapted into... She executive produced the series, which is also, I love when the author is in the room when they're adapting it.
Absolutely. 100%.
And Mara Brock Akil, who we know, who gave us Girlfriends, who gave us
Love Is,
which I'll never be over.
Truly.
Who wrote on Moesha, who has just been one of the most important voices.
Right, like
I think
showrunners, black showrunners. And
honestly, like...
Truly. Mara Brock Akil,
and
man.
she gave us Forever on Netflix, which we all love.
Truly,
we love the coming of age story.
Yeah.
We follow Justin and Keisha. As they like figure it out and fall in love and reconnect as childhood primary school,
like really toddler friends. If you can remember your toddler friends and then
I do. I'm still friends with some of my toddler friends.
Yes,
so it felt warm and nostalgic, set in 2018, 2019.
Yeah. Just before the codes.
Just pre-codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really good. Lovey Simone and Michael Cooper Jr.
Yes. Yeah.
Played Justin and Keisha incredibly well. Let's get into it. First thoughts.
I mean,
how did you feel?
Really just I feel just going back to Mara Brock Akil and her style, man. Like she's got such a knack for creating chemistry between black people or making us feel seen in this like really romantic way. Like she's got such a nice romantic pen, bro. Like and not in the smutty romance. But you know what? I don't think romance is smut at all. I think some writers, but she's really good at giving us this like really soft but relatable, grounded chemistry between black characters. And these are 2 babies. I mean, they're not babies,
but they're young. They're teenagers. And I feel like they really showed the angst of being teenagers.
Of being a teenager.
But because even speaking to Mara, I like a lot of us grew up on her work.
Yeah,
so it's
truly,
also been
right? Because there was
Truly Girlfriends played at 8:30 on SABC1 growing
Did
up.
Did she do, is it Through This Journey? No, she didn't do that.
So half and half was Yvette Browser, who did Living Single.
Yes, Living Single. Okay.
Yes, love her as well.
But definitely.
But so they're in the same, and also like, honestly,
epic.
we didn't know it at the time, but that was like the golden age of like black sitcoms, black shows. And we didn't know at the time. We had a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's been interesting to see Mara's evolution as a writer and as a showrunner. For me, Forever felt very grounded. It felt like some of her best work. I really loved Love Is, and I'm still upset. I'll always be upset that didn't continue.
Get. And it was only 2.
One season.
Do we not have 2 seasons for Love Is?
No, ma'am.
Oh, and Love Is.
It was one season.
You have to go find Love Is.
Her husband had allegations. And then,
I remember. That's why. And then
it just didn't continue because it was about their love story.
It was their portrait.
Yeah, and set in the 90s.
It would have been interesting to see. It was so amazing. Set in the beautiful 90s, bro.
Yeah,
it was like a 90s soundtrack.
Yeah,
to like because it's also the score which we have to talk about, which she's always so intentional about. The music, bringing and it's like the sounds that she's just like
she's got it. She's got it. But
she's the girl.
Forever I really liked, and it was nice to see a story about black teenagers because there aren't enough of those, but also just black families that felt grounded and removed from trauma.
Removed from the trauma storyline, and
loved that,
and also just not about race. Right, but black characters, and also some white characters as well. Like
Chelsea as the best friend was fantastic.
Yeah, truly, just like
their
chemistry
like high school,
was also
genuinely.
really beautiful, just as best friends. And like Keisha also just as both of them actually. I just want to look at Keisha and Justin as these 2 black kids who are from different worlds, slightly different worlds as black people. Like you have Keisha, who lives with her mom, right?
Mhm.
Single parent household.
Dad is out of town.
But comes through in the
here
end,
and there.
towards the end.
So
which is
it gave,
what
I mean,
do.
they alluded to like dad comes here and there
Yeah,
when
you
he's off
know.
season with a baseball
Yeah,
training
yeah.
and. So we can tell, okay, she's raised by her mom,
She
who
is.
also
Mom
works the night
is.
shift.
She does. And
She works 2 jobs. And also her grandpa is quite
also
present.
her grandpa's so
Which was nice.
present,
I
and
really
love
enjoyed
their
that. He's taking her for
relationship,
training.
yes, and just really plugged in. Also,
I like
we
that.
never talk about like the
And
connection between
grandparents
and how they
Absolutely.
can come through and just like, you know, connect. Like they're, you know, the granddad really yeah, there's that I think it's the second or the first or second episode where Keisha's going through. She's going through it in the beginning, right?
Keisha.
Because she is she's out there on the internet with a sex tape, thanks to her
Ex-boyfriend.
Christian. What's Christian? Now Christian is you know, a sports, like a
quarter to being in the NBA. He's the
yes,
next big thing.
that kind of thing.
He's the point guard
popular
for the team. Like, you know, he's the guy.
And she's also like sports. She's also
she's
just
a runner. She's a track
She's a track star. She's really good at that. So that's the world that she really is. Like, I feel like that's her career, I guess. Even, you know, that's
like
the
in
world
school,
where she's like, she's really good at that, and she's competitive at it, and she's like,
good
this
at
is my
school
shit.
too.
She is.
She's like.
She really
top
is
achiever
an
at
all-rounder.
school
She
as
really
well.
is, yeah.
And she has her eyes set on Howard University,
she's
HBCU.
like,
she's like,
yeah,
this is where I'm going. And then the contrast of Justin, who's at a, what do they call it, PWI, so predominantly white institution.
Yes.
So he goes to a high school where they're like pure black people.
Yeah.
There's
a lot more.
Seems to be on the spectrum.
Proximity.
But he also
he
has like issues with school. Like school doesn't come as easy to him as it does with Keisha. Which not to say that school comes easy to Keisha, because you can see that she's hardworking.
Yeah, but she is an A-type. She is an A-type.
She is an A-type.
And I don't know if Justin is necessarily an A-type.
No,
though he's genius. He's smart. He's
smart.
Intuitive. He's like a creative.
Yeah,
he's like sensitive, right, on the spectrum.
Yeah, he kept lamenting about finding school very difficult, and even, you know, when he eventually does get into Northwestern, you can see his anxiety just go up.
Because he's not doing well in school.
No.
He's not.
Now I'm going to have to struggle for another 4 years.
Yeah.
And do I want to do that when I want to be a producer?
Yeah,
like, maybe get into music.
Yeah.
And like, what does that look like? And having strict mom.
Yeah, Dawn. Listen, I love Dawn. I love Justin. I love Justin's parents.
I have to say, Wood Harris was just
the dad.
One of the best TV dads.
One of the best TV dads, right?
We have seen ever. I want to say, he's perfect, and I have loved him since. I think I first saw him in Remember the Titans with Denzel, and like.
Yeah.
Even then, I was like, "You are bringing me to like just
he's
exceptional acting.
Exceptional,
he's
right?
Great
grounded,
in everything,
grounded and
and
funny, and he's like
super funny comedic timing, and like
comedic.
His
timing.
chemistry, even with Karen Pittman, who played the mom.
Dawn, with Dawn,
really
love
good.
them.
Love how they balance each other out
as well,
like,
because Dawn is typical black mom, stressed,
and like.
Also
worried,
just like a boss
very
bitch,
worried.
Very anxious about her children and her life and the life that they're building, you know. And so she puts a hell of a lot of pressure on poor Justin.
Yeah, as
a firstborn son.
Yeah.
But you know, she does it out of a place, from a place of love, and that's what I love as well about Keisha's parents. It's all love.
Yeah.
Like I love in the writing room bringing in that, like, you know, love is every day. It's every day showing up. It's every day fretting. It's your irritating mom trying to control you, trying to ask you about your relationship, trying to get your update on your relationship.
You don't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
And then Derek, the dad, was like, Keisha's black.
Yeah. And things changed.
And she was like, Keisha, like Keisha from primary school.
That's right.
And
when
she
we
just
found out
up.
that.
Yeah,
and that's an interesting.
And it's for me, what's interesting also was seeing the relationship Justin and Keisha respectively had with their parents, and just how as Black kids, we can be caught in like the level of honesty that we have with our parents. Sometimes about
Secrets,
our dreams.
Yeah, there's a secret.
Sometimes about what is actually going
happening.
on. Because I think Keisha was caught in wanting
protecting
to keep up appearances
her mom.
and wanting to protect her mom, and like
which a lot of kids do,
it,
which a lot of us had to do, especially
in your mind. You're just like, no, I don't want it to be bad, or I don't want to get into trouble
her
as
from
well.
My nonsense, I guess. Or
and you just feel so scared to be honest and speak up sometimes. And like just the level of looseness and like telling your parents that either you're dating someone or you're seeing someone, or like things have gotten bad or things have gotten
it's very
good.
GenZ.
And it's very
GenZ to be talking to your parents about your dating.
And it's quite, and for me, I don't find it Gen Z. In some ways I do, in other ways I don't.
I mean,
that, like, people have very different relationships.
Absolutely, they do.
Because I have friends who genuinely will talk about relationships. Very open. It's very chill.
Same. It is
but for me, it was strict.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not necessarily like the experience that I have.
And I feel like you have this juxtaposition with Keisha, and I mean, Keisha is also there's the sense that Justin's parents allow him. And the young and the brother, shout out to Jared. His name was, shout out to him in that relationship. Like, there's a sense that he's also there, a part of it, But
as the annoying little brother,
But Dawn and Eric, as obsessive as Dawn is with Eric to balance the things out, they create that platform for Justin to speak, for Justin to say something. They ask, they're involved.
Because it is about creating the platform.
It's about being plugging in. What are you doing? What's happening in your life? Who's this girl? Are you dating?
Of us grew up with like a don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it. Which for me, and I will
don't
always
ask, don't
find
tell,
it
the kids don't talk type thing.
Yeah, and I have to say, I find it very interesting. And I mean, I can only speak to South African parents because that's obviously what we know. But like, context. I think giving the boys more room to bring home girlfriends than the girls.
That's a very true chat.
Sets up a very interesting precedent, because I think as girl children, it's like you can only bring home your husband.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit hectic.
Yeah, which is
so it goes from like you can only bring home your husband to like when are you getting married? And it's like, hey,
it's like how
are you now asking me the opposite thing where you didn't necessarily create an environment
for me
where
to date?
We could date, because a lot of Black women in general were not really taught how to date or were not allowed.
Look at us right now, dude.
So like it just creates a bit of a mess, whereas boys are encouraged to, whether it's sow your oats or whatever, say to boys, and like it just creates a weird thing where it's like boys can be more open in that way, and for girls there's a level of shame which you can see carry through in how Keisha
absolutely at all times.
A lot of policing. And you can see how Keisha acts, because there is a sex tape with Christian, that she feels a lot of shame around it.
Yeah. And makes her shamed frozen. As well. She is shamed in the bullying. She's the one who's shamed.
I mean, she even had to leave the school.
She did. She had to leave.
That's
and also
terrible.
the fact that Christian shared just the consumption of the sex tape, how it's created. Violation of trust. Like,
terrible.
He shares it in his group chat just to prove that black girls can give blowjobs. And also there's that.
Like,
there's that narrative around like young black girls or just black women
being fast girls,
having that sexual agency, which I think Keisha does have, in the sense that she is not forward, I wouldn't say forward, but she is expressive, and she's into herself. She loves herself. She finds herself. She has a sex appeal, and she's aware of it. She doesn't use it. She's just sexy. Yeah. She's just sexy and owns it. But she's a virgin. She's actually just a young girl.
Think that was also quite sad for me, that like people assumed that she wasn't. And even Justin assumed that she wasn't.
Yeah, Justin.
And I know their first date was train wreck.
Their first moments were block me,
because
block me not, block me, block me not.
She
block
also
me, block
assumed
me
like,
not.
oh, we're at the movies, like maybe I can whatever.
Yeah,
And he
she
was like,
did, you
whoa,
know, and
she
I
was
love
like,
that,
whoa, and
though.
like, and then she got mad.
She's
and
an initiator.
Yeah,
She's an
but he
initiator.
was also like, you don't have to do that, like it doesn't. I'm not here for that.
Like,
which was also quite like, you really don't like. He's just
he's
to
not
hang
like
out
his friend.
and get to know.
He's not like his friend
who seems to
like
be
his friend. Who seems
and
to
we
think
love Niles Finch from This Is Us as Baby Randall.
Yes, absolutely. Love him as this friend.
Yeah, what's his name? Darius. Yes.
Yeah. Darius is not a bad friend, but he does give not so.
Sometimes I'm like, are you? I don't know. I was on the fence about Darius because sometimes I was like, okay, you're cool, and then other times I was like, you give him bad advice.
Yeah, he's not perfect. He's not perfect, and that's the thing. That's the thing. With
we knew a Darius in high school, though.
Yeah, we all
which
had friends,
fair.
and none of us were like the best of friends. It's not like we gave the best advice, like
true, because
we were friends. We were friends. There were moments. There were moments where now into Keisha and Justin's relationship where I think they'd broken up.
Oh, because as you said, block and block.
Listen, the journey was a roller coaster. Hey, which it do be, just him kind of being there as a sounding board to be like, oh no, talk to Keisha. Like, even though he speaks like out of turn about Keisha in the beginning.
About Keisha in the beginning.
But Justin is like, you can just wrap that up now.
Wrap it up,
my girlfriend.
Yeah,
because. That's
like,
not
respect
the story.
her, like damn.
You can just clean that up.
Like, okay, being a little bit different. Come on.
Okay? Because they end up dating. Chelsea and Justin also end up, which is a nice, cute thing. That happens in high school. I love that.
It does. It's like both of the besties are dating. Yay.
Yeah. But so there's that moment where Keisha offers a blowjob and then things turn left.
Because he's like
moment
quite taken aback.
Yeah, he is
like that she suggests, and he really didn't. To be fair, and then she gets very embarrassed, and then she gets angry,
and then she gets angry because now
overly angry, and she's like, "Oh, not this again!"
She's triggered.
And starts shouting at him, and then she like leaves, and that's kind of it. But then, like they fix it, and it's cute.
They fix it after a really tough start, a really bumpy road.
Shaky, because then his parents also confiscate his phone.
Yeah,
and
and it's like,
I said I liked you, and now you're not replying.
There's that thing about like phone behavior. In the talking stages where it's like. It also just exacerbates the process.
I've
it's
been
like
ticked for however long,
No,
he doesn't like me, and like the spiral. Yeah, they took us through all the spirals that they
did,
had,
and then finally,
they got together, back to each other. But for the first half of the season, for sure, Christian's presence is an elephant in the room.
It is. We do meet Christian.
Keisha's secret is an elephant in their relationship in the room. Because just her. She's so afraid to tell Shelly. She's so afraid to tell her mom. And it's just like, now you are going to go to prom with this
she
guy
takes it far. She takes it far.
That did this terrible thing to you. You would rather not say anything and go to prom with this guy versus just telling your mom and like having some peace. And you can see he's like, just tell her.
Yeah.
And then
she's like,
which I genuinely enjoy that Justin eventually also tells his parents.
Yeah, he has to at some point.
That his parents, I really like how his parents held space for him
generally
to talk about that stuff and to also, and it was such a contrast to Shelly, who is like the kind of strict that is
Shelly's got a lot on her
of
plate.
us.
Shelly's got a lot on her plate, right? Which is nothing. It's no excuse for kind of like being the parent that doesn't hold space for your child. It's really not.
Yeah, because she does reality. In her own
she
way.
Does. She
but
comes
then it's
back.
also like, I also think about how she's the parent that's present and there.
Yeah, she is. She's the parent. She's the single parent.
Because dad gets to come in every few months and be like,
traipsing
everything is,
with his,
you know,
he does
and
make
we'll
a contribution.
Yeah,
he does make
he definitely does. And you can feel You can feel
But-
his presence, but it's like she's doing the day-to-day.
Yeah, and that we need to
So,
speak about.
hey.
Like, we need to speak about how an extraordinary amount of Black women
Of
are single
moms,
parents.
Yeah.
And how
South
much
Africa
of
was
a
sitting at like
hectic
67%,
weight. Yeah.
67, 68%.
It's actually impossible to raise a
single
child on your own.
parent.
Do you know that?
It's
actually
very
really
difficult.
impossible.
You need the village.
You need the
You need
village.
the
You
village.
actually need
You
the
need the
village.
village.
Even parents, even two people
you
need
the
village. We
You
need
the
aunties. We
grandparents.
need
You need the
grandparents. We
aunties.
need the babysitter. We need
when
school.
we're
We need
alternating
teachers.
during school
Dude,
holidays.
like, we
and
need that
we
exposure.
are at
you
one
know?
auntie's house and the other auntie's. You need the village.
How hard is it to do it alone?
Yeah.
And then have the financial burden of the whole the
changing schools
right?
as
Yeah,
well.
the changing schools,
Because
this
now-
is what
now I
Keisha
have
is.
to work
This
2
is why
jobs, and you are on
Keisha-
a scholarship.
Yeah, exactly.
And
this is
now-
why Keisha is also like
I can't tell her.
kind of
She's nervous.
she wears she how can I put it? She adultifies. I don't know if it's not
Yeah,
parental or
yeah.
there's that dynamic in that situation
Yeah.
where your parent you kind of
You take some
you take on the
responsibility,
adults where it's not really her place.
Yeah.
But she protects the mom because she knows the situation at home.
Yes.
And she knows what's happened with her. Like, it's actually
Yes.
she's responsible for the fact that now mom has to pay more when mom is
Yes.
working multiple
and she
jobs.
feels bad about
You
that.
know, she does.
She does.
She does.
But at the same time,
And the fact that it's due to
just
nonsense.
the bullying. I mean, even when she goes back to
bullying.
the high school for the basketball game, you can feel the
To the old
stares,
high school
You
where she
can
was-
hear
yeah,
the whispers.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like, yeah, to do this every day would just really not like. This is really not nice. This
Yeah.
is not great. So you get it, but then it's almost like when she does eventually tell her mom,
Yeah.
she responds, unfortunately, the way she had anticipated,
Yeah.
which is a bit gack because
Yeah.
it's like, this is why I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Because she walks out mid conversation and it's like,
She
hey.
reacts. She does react. She does react.
Poor
She
reaction.
poor reaction.
But I'm glad that they also showed repair. And I'm also
Yeah.
glad that they showed that she's also close with her older cousin, like her cousins. That
yes,
are a
her
little bit
cousins are
older.
wonderful. The cousins are
Yes,
wonderful.
so
They
it's
hold
like
that's
they
a
call her
village
Urkel
once again.
as well.
A village that's needed, you know. Like,
Yeah, so she could go there
yeah,
and be like,
and
okay,
de-stress. 'Cause she
she's
does-
upsetted me, so
she-
I'm
yeah.
gonna hang out with you
and
guys.
I
bit.
love the fact that she, as much as, because I do want to sit on the secrecy, and I love the fact that she calls out the fact that she's a Scorpio because secrets, Scorpios, deep secrets, hectic, too many secrets, you know, and she keeps the secret going. Yes, from a place of protection, but it for the
goes too
fact that
far.
mom, who is
It
now
goes too
struggling,
far.
still wants to buy the damn
and she
prom
bought
dress.
that dress. When she
And
bought
then
that
it's a
dress,
whole event
I was
for
like,
the
you have
prom
to-
for like
Because
I was
for
like,
me, I was like, Keisha, she can
It's a
take
whole
the dress back.
cookout.
She can take the dress back.
Yeah.
You have to tell her.
so
you
many
have to tell her,
moments, so many
stop.
moments where you could have said,
Ugh.
"Hey, listen, this is going like, mom, this happened," you know, like. But
Or
the
just
reaction,
like, I don't want to go to prom with him.
yeah.
At the
but
very
that's another
least.
lie because mom is going to be like, because also
Why?
we must
Oh.
talk about Shelly's.
Because now Justin
Hey.
is a secret.
Yeah, Justin is a secret, and which Justin
he
is like,
didn't
hey,
enjoy
I'm
it.
not into this. Which also Dawn is like, no.
Yeah, and then when the parents found out, Dawn
Yeah.
was like, not you making
Not
my son
my
a little
child.
side piece.
No.
Absolutely not.
To Christian.
No.
But also
No.
Shelly perpetuating this narrative of, oh, you're with this guy, or, you know, keep your man.
He's going to make it.
or whatever. It's nice. Like,
He's your ticket out of here.
I don't remember
I was
her
like,
phrases,
oh,
but it was just
Shelly,
like, hey,
no,
Shelly, not you
no.
telling your daughter to kind of
Begazelle. And
yeah,
like,
comply with
I don't
Christian
like him. I
fuckface,
don't
you know.
like that. Like with whatever, all his shenanigans.
Yeah,
I was
you know,
like,
because
I
he
don't know.
then brings her these roses.
And he knew how to
these,
sweet talk.
yeah, like
and
just
then it's like, oh, look
just
what he done. Like,
narcissist, like you
he's
know,
terrible.
And it's crazy that the older generation is still gullible to male behavior that way. Like the charming, flirtatious guy who'll bring you roses and flowers, who'll make it a thing.
Oh,
like
man.
you know, the love bombing of
You
it
know
all.
what? It's very interesting that you said that because now it feels like
Like-
our generation is a little bit more distrustful.
Yeah. Of the whole song and dance.
yeah.
Of the whole traipsing
I mean,
around.
I guess
the
because we saw
pageants.
the older generation become traumed by
Yeah.
several things. But yeah, so it's always very, yeah, so everyone is fawning And now Justin is crying in the club looking at these prom photos.
Because he was like, you are not going to go to the prom.
What a disaster.
With this guy who did this to you. And I'm also here, right? I'm here. I love he was like, this is...
I'm glad he stood up for himself.
I'm going to have to break up with you.
She was making him a bobai.
Yeah.
It just went too far.
Yeah, it went too far. Because
it's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
When you're at prom with somebody else? What am I supposed to do here?
How far must I keep understanding? And I understand.
Everybody is like,
understand.
oh wow, look at how cute they look.
Yeah.
Who am I in that?
Who am I?
Man.
And Justin comes around and flirts with the parents when we meet Justin. Because he's completely opposite to what
so
beautiful, sensitive Justin is. He's just like, he's all boy.
I shouldn't give him a hug.
I just love him. He's just cute, you know? Just that emotional availability, that emotional availability, which is not always there.
And it's also not what Keisha is used to.
She's not.
And he's just like, it doesn't have to be that deep. Just tell your parents, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Which
he comes from a different world.
Yeah, and that did have to be said. And I like that they stressed that, like,
not my mama. Understand. Not my mama. Your mama. Not my mama.
Like, and really, Shelly did not understand. Ooh, the way she shouted.
Yeah, Shelly was like, and then she was like, and then she made her feel bad about like,
no, it was terrible.
Now I have a second job, you know.
Wow, I was just like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah. And I enjoy the fact that Keisha also was like, I've got to go. I'm leaving because this was too much.
It's too much, bro. Like
you kind of vomited your whole thing on me. You projected your whole issues on me now, you know. When I really, like I'm a child. I'm just a child.
No, I'm literally just a girl.
At the end of the day, I'm just a child.
And I think Shelly only realized after, and she was just like, I can't believe you put yourself through that. And why would you do that to yourself?
The moment that Dawn called, I think that was a wonderful moment.
That was the village.
Yeah.
For me, that was the village. Because Dawn was like, listen, this is a kid at the end of the day.
Yes.
And this shouldn't happen to any kid.
Yes. And our kids
and this
go
is not
through
okay.
this.
And
are labeled.
I'm going to tell her mom. She was like, if you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her mom.
Which
and
I love
she was
that.
like, look, I'm here. If you need a sounding board. I love that. Here. I really appreciate that
POV of the kids and the POV of parents to be like, no, bro.
We are a network also. We are a community as well. We're all raising these kids together. You know, let's see how we can help each other.
It's not fair what your child
went through. That was very important.
It's not fair that now she had to keep all of this. Like, there's so much shame. And then there is a need for protection here. There is a need because even the school, even with Justin, with Justin wanting to be in the basketball team and just how at school, like they're not, it's like a whole other agenda, bruh. It's a whole other agenda, especially when it comes to sports. It's about the boys who are doing well, and it's about scholarships. It's not about the kids,
and
you know?
It's so tough. And I always find that so tough in America, where it's like, if you're not good at sport, then like, you're done. Yeah. Like, you have to be, like, you can't be in the middle.
And there's just this competitive,
like, you have to be excellent at sport, or you have to be excellent at academics, or both. Or like, you're not getting into varsity. And I'm like, that's super intense.
Super. Like,
it's really,
that
really
black
intense.
excellence, it's too much. The black excellence that behind the black excellence is just, it's not okay, bro. It's not. It's inhuman.
Pressure cooker. And you could feel that Justin was like, oh no. How much am I going to do to please my parents versus pleasing me?
Yeah.
Which I like.
Which I love that
he stood up. Yeah. I mean, and I think Keisha also helped him
played
in that
a wonderful
regard to be like,
role in that.
As much as you told me to be honest, you also have to be honest with your parents.
And your parents.
And just tell them that you don't want to go to the school.
Do the whole sports thing, you know? And I love that he buys, because also Keisha is just such a girlfriend. She's just the girlfriend that you want. Like, she's right there. She's supporting him. She's like, look, she's like, I'm available for you. Like, but also very much, because there is that moment when the dad comes back around and it's time for them to now move on. Like, I think it's the last bits of high school.
Yeah.
And
the dad was hard on him.
Yeah, but that dad also revealed, like exposed the weaknesses of their young little relationship, and how now you guys are getting clingy, codependent. You guys are getting
what did he say?
into
He
the
was like,
codies.
that boy is lost.
Yeah, he's lost in you.
And he was.
Because when he was
shout
like,
out
hey,
to dad
shout out to dad.
saying that, because he was like, he has no plan. You are his plan.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, maybe I can go to Howard. And it was like,
that moment,
no,
that was when I love that.
No.
When Keisha was
this
like,
is my thing.
This
is my thing.
No, I love you, but no. And just that understanding of how that's going to change the dynamic for me.
Yeah, like this
my
was my
experience
thing.
and us as well. It's not good for us. It's not. Like, you need to just come to Jesus. You need to find out what's going on with yourself. So
figure yourself out.
Because if you're going
really
to just like
panicking and piggybacking on her plans.
He really was.
Like, and come on, man.
All the time.
Yeah,
he was just like, listen,
Justin.
you're everything. You're everything to me.
Which for me is also a lot of pressure, I have to say.
It is. It's like that
to
pedestal.
be someone's reason for being.
Yeah, that pedestal. And it's cute. It's nice. It's flattering.
Cute, but also very...
the reality of it is
she
like...
was like, this is very intense, man.
Yeah, this is intense.
This is intense, man.
And I love... It's such a nice model for just like... I think everyone should watch it. Just to also see
of all ages,
how you can... Of all ages. How they handled their relationship. How they offered themselves those moments to be like, wait... We're going in a different direction now. We're going in a direction where like maybe we should take a pause. Maybe we should just, because I do believe in taking a pause, taking that space. And it's just it's like a swear word in relationships. Hey, can we just take some space? Can we just like breathe?
You know what I think?
Like,
the break of it all
only
becomes a swear word. And I always think of Friends and the whole "we were on a break" thing.
Yeah.
Because
you must define what a break
people
is.
have to define what the break is, because
some
people don't define what the break is, which I think is where the stickiness comes from.
Yeah. Because I mean, truly, it
because they really did block and unblock each other a bajillion times.
Yeah,
even towards Martha's Vineyard.
She's my favorite. I wanted to actually say that's one of my favorite episodes of any sort of series, and there will be like, it was beautiful,
so
man.
that was in like
just
Oak
like
Bluffs,
vacay,
which is like one of the oldest black communities
like
in Martha's Vineyard, where black people were allowed to vacation.
What a thing.
Which is cool.
This kind of like, because also like in the States, it's just so great that you get a whole season to just vacation.
Yeah, that's like
I
a
need
holiday
that in my
home.
life, right? Like,
so
even
everybody
in Europe,
goes in
like
the
it's
summer.
just to just have a long holiday
to
and
Martha's Vineyard.
To Martha's Vineyard, and it's just like this haven, this oasis of just like holidays and whatever, and family holidays, people going over there for fun, which I love,
Yeah.
So the parents,
Yeah, or what they did, like a few of us are getting a big summer house together.
Yes.
That we rent out every year. We're coming here to Oak Bluffs. And we're going to be on the beach. Yeah. We're going to hang out.
The parents
We're going to have cookouts.
We're going to just... I love how they're like, listen, fuck
this
those
is
kids.
our holiday. Fuck them kids.
Like,
this is our holiday too.
Deserve that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love that about Justin's parents, because there is Shelley going through it on the one hand, but like really just resilient about it, bogodoring through the tough times of, single parenthood. But we have this couple that's just doing well professionally. We have Eric, who's also
Eric is a restaurateur.
Eric is
He's ready to expand to Vegas and have 4-5 restaurants. And
come on, Dad.
Yeah,
and Mom is like corporate,
a corporate
bad
baddie,
bitch, like, and they're building
power
this
couple
whole
vibes.
Power couple.
Yeah, their house is beautiful.
Their life is amazing. I mean,
the
they get
art
Justin
that was in there as well.
Oh, just beautiful, and
home.
I love that. I'm like,
the pool,
this is what black people deserve, right?
Beautiful
like
home.
When we have money, we do good things with it. We build a nice foundation. We build that stability, that like that legacy. It just felt like old money. It felt like old money, right? Like it just was.
It was so nice.
I loved it.
So nice. And they did buy him that little Jeep for his
little Jeep is big Jeep. That is a beautiful car.
Wrangler for his big day.
Yeah. Love that. Just prosperity is great, And Keisha then goes with Chelsea.
So she's like, your aunt has a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Let's take
go.
it to Martha's
And then she gets there and she's
Vineyard.
confused and she's like,
What
where
is
are the
it?
black people? Because there are two sides to
There are
Martha's
two
Vineyard.
sides.
Yeah. So
As
Oak
there
Bluff
are
is the
everywhere.
black side.
Yes, Old Bluff is black side.
But yeah, but she missions. She missions and she goes.
with Chelsea. Oh yeah, she missions on her own.
And Keisha
now.
sees the mom and the
Yes.
brother see her
Yeah,
at the arcade.
at the arcade.
And she tells her husband.
Yeah.
And they're like, should we tell him, should we not? Because he's down bad.
Yeah, he
is
Oh my gosh, he
down
is heartbroken.
Bad. He's just locked in his room making beats all day. He's just very unhappy.
Emo tortured
The prom
about
thing
it.
has just happened. He's
And
not
they've
having a
broken
good
up.
time.
Like,
They've broken up.
Yeah.
They've broken
He's
up.
going through a breakup.
He's crying in the club.
And he's not out.
He's not having a good time. No,
like,
everybody's out. He's just
he's
like in the house
cooped up.
sulking, basically.
You know.
So they're like, should we tell him? Should we not? Should we tell him? Should we
Dawn
not?
doesn't want to tell
I'm
him.
glad
but
that
Eric
is like, I'm gonna.
And
tell
I
him.
love how Eric.
I'm gonna give him a heads up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
tell
does it. And I love how he's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to
telling
also
you,
do my parenting, right?
so that you
we're
know.
we're gonna have a conversation,
Yes.
but I'm also going to take it up
Exactly.
on myself.
Present
to do it.
dad.
Yes, present dad.
Come
and
on
he's like,
now.
you know what? Listen, this is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, I love. He's just, oh man, dad winning.
Yeah.
Dad winning right there.
And then the music, that scene where Daniel Caesar's playing and they're on their bicycles
Guys,
and they're
you know what,
reconnecting.
hey?
And the soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
So
the soundtrack.
Mara asked her son to make a soundtrack,
Yes.
actually.
Yes.
So she asked her son to make, she was like, it must sound like 2018, 2019, like you in high school,
Yeah.
your first love. So her son made 3 playlists. One
Yeah.
was for Keisha, one was for Justin, and then one was just for the vibes of the show.
For the vibes. For the
And then
different
together
vibes,
with
yeah.
her son's vibes, and I have to shout out Kier Lehman, who was also the music supervisor on Insecure,
Oh, listen.
which is why
there is
the
that-
music, there was a crossover. It had the same, like the essence just felt
that
good.
vibe, that mood. that
Yeah,
we're
so he was the
creating,
music
that mood
supervisor,
board, you
and
know?
together they made Forever sound
Ah.
so delicious, so great.
Ah,
So many good
you
artists
know.
from her to
You
Seho
know,
to Janae, I go to
right,
whatever,
Janae,
like
even
so
some old
many,
school
it just to like the old school
vibes, the
feel
old
as
school
well.
R&B,
And it really did
please.
feel like, oh, this is what we were listening to in 2018,
Yeah,
2019.
exactly,
It took me back. It took me
right.
back. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it took me back.
absolutely,
It took me back in
absolutely.
a really good way.
It really did. I mean, because we were
And,
listening to her, we were listening to Daniel, we were listening to
that
Mercedes,
Freudian
yeah.
album was, I still think one of
Ah.
the, and I have thoughts about Daniel Caesar, obviously, but one of my favorite R&B albums
truly,
of like,
truly,
genuinely, really, and that was in a time where
gorgeous.
like
It's a gorgeous
nobody was
album.
really doing traditional
Yeah,
R&B like that
yeah.
anymore, and he just came out the gate and everybody said, "Yeah,
you
this
know,
is great,
it's beautiful,
this is
and
great."
it's like a lot. It's the soundtrack to a lot of weddings.
Yeah,
like it just works.
like
It's such
best
a
parts is
beautiful-
used so much, and
yeah.
like beautiful
Come on,
songs,
Daniel,
and they
it's
had Masejo
beautiful.
there. And yeah, like
Ah.
the soundtrack was really, really, and I love they put it up on Spotify if you wanna.
Oh,
listen
wonderful!
to it.
I
Yeah,
love
like
today
they put up the official
where we
playlist,
are.
and I'm like, you know what? I
Yes.
love crossover.
I really love
cross medium
technology
situations
today
in that
where we
way.
can-
Like it's really
yeah.
great. There's an official playlist you can
Yeah.
listen to. But yeah, it felt good. Should
It
we
felt
rate
good.
it?
It felt good. Should we rate it? I'm just trying to figure out what else
Or
I
is there
might be
anything we
missing.
missed?
Okay, yeah. So it's the varsity. So they separate at the end though.
They
Which is,
separate at the
I do want
end.
it now.
Yes,
yeah.
okay,
At the end,
yes.
yeah. At the end,
At
they
the end.
decide because their paths are different.
Yeah.
Let's separate, but they have
Yeah,
a
which is
breakup
bittersweet.
date.
And they bump into each other again.
Yes, they do.
In the summer.
yeah.
Just before, like a week or two before Keisha goes to Howard. They bump into each other at the hair salon, which, can we talk about her hairstyles? 'Cause
Hey, I
loved
mean,
all of those
love you,
natural
girl. You
hairstyles
are
with the
gorgeous.
little puffs to like the braids to
Just-
the corners.
I
like,
don't know. She looks like
beautiful.
Lauren
She's so
Hill.
beautiful.
And there's the
She's so beautiful. She's so
She's so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so,
So
beautiful.
they bump into each other.
Yeah.
Her salon that her and her cousins go
that
to
her and her
is in
cousins
the same block
own,
as
right?
Justin's mentor's
Music. That's
producer,
where
the
she met
music
that.
thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah, so that's where
that's where he
made the
met
music
this guy,
connect.
right? Like,
Yes,
I love
yes.
that alignment.
So they keep hoping to bump into each other, then they
over
finally
there,
do.
They do.
And
they do.
yeah,
Just
and
be-
he's like, "Can we
keep
actually go to
circling
dinner
that spot. Yeah.
before you go off, and live your big
Because
adventure?"
I
Because he's
love
finally stood up for
you.
himself. He's having
He
a gap
has.
year. He's taking.
And that was hard with Dawn. Dawn was like,
Absolutely.
about
And he's
this.
also like working at CVS to pay for
Yes, yeah.
like music engineering, like
Yeah,
sound engineering.
Yeah.
It's really good. So yeah, so they have a final dinner.
Yeah.
And it gave me, honestly, the coloring in that scene, in that episode, reminded me of one of the Insecure episodes, the Loki have. You know the one where Lawrence and Issa go on that date?
Oh, yeah.
It gave me that vibe. Like, it reminded me of that, just like the blue and the red and like the tone of it. I was like, I like this. I like this. We are unpacking what happened.
That chemistry
but we'll
of
also
like,
have chemistry,
we're
but
breaking up, but we're also nostalgic
we still have
about
love for
it.
each
We're
other,
walking down memory lane
yes,
as well.
it was perfect. It felt really,
You
and he gave
know?
her the bag from the first date as a gift. I was like, you guys have come so far, because it spanned from like one New Year's to the like it spanned over a year.
It
We
is,
started,
it
they
is,
reconnected on New Year's, and then we got to the next New Year's, and like, yeah, it was really. I actually like that they didn't end up together.
Yeah, you know, and it's always such an interesting conversation, even with Lawrence and Issa. Like the jury is always still out about whether they should have stayed together.
Ooh.
Yeah, people are still like, maybe not.
I'm team
especially with Condoles. I'm also team with yes, because I love them together. Simply, I just love them together.
I love them together.
Truly.
And I love that Issa got to experience the best version of him.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Honest.
It's fair. Come on.
And that she didn't sit around.
I was your ride and die, babe.
I love that she didn't sit around for the condola. You're raising another like you're raising a baby. I like that she didn't stay around for that, but she still got to experience
Lawrence in 2.0.
Because she saw Lawrence version. Lawrence in season 1 was an ancient
guy. He was.
And
she was carrying it. She was carrying it. She
forgot her birthday. Which for me, I'm like, oh, you hate me. Come on.
You know?
No.
And she was like, and he was like bumming.
He was a bum.
He was bumming. But
and depressed and like not okay. Yeah, like season 1 Lawrence versus season 5
Lawrence. Was
so much growth.
Complete growth. Even Issa. 100%
even Issa. Yeah, because from We Got Child
to super entrepreneur, to super mogul.
To block parties. Yeah. So,
but Keisha and Justin don't end up together.
Yes, which I like. And I think it also leaves room for them to find themselves in varsity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I also think that it will be nice to see what happens in season 2. So season 2 is confirmed.
Season 2 is confirmed. Yes, I need it. I would love to see that, because that might be
and also season 2 might be COVID, because they're in 2019. So we might get into COVID years and what that looks like. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. Okay. So I'm quite intrigued about what they'll do in season 2.
I need season 2. I definitely need season 2 to see everyone again.
Yeah.
And you know when you just fall in love with the characters.
Yeah.
I love every character.
Yeah.
I love the granddad. I love Shelly. I love the cousins.
Are hilarious.
I love Chelsea. I love Chelsea's
Jared as
aunt.
a little brother. Chelsea's aunt was fine.
Like,
even Darius grew on me by the
Darius
end.
grew on me.
Come on now, Darius.
Like,
come on now, Darius. Okay.
Like, I also think I want to see Chelsea and Darius. Bit.
I feel like they have one of those relationships where they'll be on again, off again.
Yeah.
Like they just give me that vibe. I don't know why.
They're
like,
flighty.
Their energy of like, oh, we broke it up and then we're back together.
Yeah.
But really great season.
Really
let's rate it.
Okay.
So, did we pan
stereotypes? Did we pan into any stereotypes?
I want to say no.
Yeah.
And I say that strongly because I think of the scene where Justin got pulled over by the police.
Oh, yes.
And the level of anxiety I had just watching that. Yeah. Because I was like, no, his parents just spoke to him about this.
Yeah.
And we all know, unfortunately, just the act of being black in America and being pulled over by police and the police brutality. And he has this fancy car. Yeah. Like, it was just a setup for like, this could end really badly.
And just how
and you're there holding your breath and you're like, oh no.
The parents are even hey, please.
Yes, please be aware.
Please be aware
have your
of
license
the reality.
Out.
Yeah. No drinking and driving.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no shenanigans.
Yeah, no shenanigans.
Have your driver's license somewhere nearby.
This is where we live.
You know, this is where we live. Yeah. This is the reality.
And I just appreciate.
When the car passed, the breath I let out, I was like,
and I love how easy that scene.
Okay.
You know, and I juxtapose that with what what Lena Waithe did.
Queen and Slim.
With Queen and Slim. Just like really truly
That was trauma porn.
Trauma
It
porn
was too much.
in that direction
It
of
was
like
too
cops
much.
abusing black people,
Oh no!
right? Like
Even the
triggering us
ending,
like
she
that,
didn't
you
give us
know?
reprieve. Even at the end,
Yeah,
that
as
was too
opposed
much
to
for
this
me.
where
Oh,
we
it was
have that
heavy.
moment and we can all get that reference of the cop
Yes.
now behind and just letting it pass
It
by as
passed
the
us
wind.
by.
Like
It passed us
it passed,
by.
and it's like not Justin. Not Justin will not go through that.
We don't want this
Not
to
just-
become. Now the second season is about this. Now.
Yeah. You
Do
know,
you know what I
let's-
mean? So it was nice to just not.
veering away from the trauma that the everyday
Yes,
trauma that
please,
is
man.
exacted on black bodies. No.
Like, please.
We can just
We're
be normal.
We're acknowledging that it exists.
Yes, yeah, but like,
But we're not letting it be definitive in the story.
yeah, we are centering home and family and healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
definitely,
teenage coming of age
yes.
problems.
Yeah.
You know, like let's just make it about that.
Yeah, and I think,
There are enough stories that are about police brutality. This doesn't have to be about
and
that.
I think they hold that space for the coming of age story, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
because there will always be that debate, and I know some people don't like to see in the vein of Euphoria, young people being sexual, having sexual agency. I get
Yeah.
that, chat, but it's there. Number one, it's there.
Yeah.
So it's a bit odd to act like teenagers are not
aren't.
out here, you know. But it's also realizing that innocence, like holding space for that
Yes.
innocence. Even with Keisha,
Yes.
the parents being like, hey, she should not have gone through this.
Yes,
She's a
like,
child.
she's
she
a
shouldn't have gone
child.
through this, you know.
These are
And
children.
also just preserving
Yeah.
that Justin.
And I really do like that
Ness.
even in their first time together, we sat in that it was their first time with one another.
And we're,
they're
we're
both
pulling back
versions,
from like
and they're
childhood, like
both
actual baby
innocent,
childhood.
and there's an awkwardness and still do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like we still sat in that.
That's dumb.
And that was important. Yeah,
foolishness
like
of-
we don't know what we're doing. You know, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, that awkwardness.
You know, so it's like it's still very high school
It's very
and like
safe.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about varsity.
Yeah.
That's a very real
Yeah,
teenage thing.
It is.
So for me, I like that.
I love that, and I think the role playing, right? Like because this is a story about teens and coming of age, but it's also, I think, in a story like that, how the parents' presence is
Absolutely.
wonderfully
Yeah.
positioned. Like we
Grounded.
have different types of parents and motherhood as well. I love sitting
Yeah.
on black motherhood, and I love especially the moment between Dawn and Shelley where they are
Yeah.
now having a chat about like just mental health and all of that.
Yeah.
Like I
And how
really
going to therapy and how they even got to Kiki at Christmas and how
absolutely
you know they were together for Christmas and things like that. And it's like, you know, like we're trying.
Yeah. The dad
Yeah.
coming back is, I mean, you know what? There are stereotypes that exist in the community,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That were
that
laid
that were
bare,
there.
just as, hey, this is
Yeah.
the reality of such a life that we live. Like sometimes, often, a black dad is not there. That's why we love Eric, you know, because we have that experience as,
yes.
you know,
and they
it's like
showed
that
us
absence. Yeah,
the
yeah,
difference,
right. They showed us two different
which is
dads
important.
that way.
They showed us two different
Yeah,
dads.
and also again holding space for even the absent dad to come in and be a
Yes,
loving
and
dad
spend quality
to see
time.
yes,
And
the
to
fact
be
that Keisha loves his
overprotective
dad, her
over your
dad as
little
well.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
You know, and like tease
Do
him
the
about
dad
his little
thing.
beats
Yeah.
and do the dad thing.
do the
But
perform
also
the
but
dad
also
thing.
be there taking pictures at your graduation because I'm proud of you.
because
you know,
I love you. You're
And
my
I'm
child. And
here.
also going through the dad's foibles as well because it's like
Yes.
now we also,
and you could
which is
feel
why
from the
I can't
granddad
wait for
that
season
like
2 as
you
well.
can't be giving this boy a hard time
'Cause I
when
know
are
you.
also, I know your business. So leave this boy alone.
I can't wait for season 2.
grandparents.
Yes, because
Yes. So you needed even the granddad to call him to order and be like, hey, Gwena, stop
Parents
it.
are so key, dude.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for season 2 because I
Same.
do want to see Shelley and the dads
Because what's that dynamic
Law,
about? Because for me, he
right?
comes back, he stays at the house.
at the house. He does, and he's
they
very
seem
welcome.
to
It becomes
be-
happy family.
No, he's very, I mean, he's at home.
He's at home. He's at home.
But I'm like, I want to explore more of what that is like for Shelley.
for Shelley
Because for Shelley,
I do
they
want to
were
explore
like,
Shelley.
Oh,
I do.
he's roasting Justin. You're the only one that can get him to stop. And like, you are the only one he'll listen to. So
Yeah.
there's also that.
That.
So I would like to
That.
explore their relationship a
Truly.
little bit more, for
Truly.
sure.
Can't wait for season 2. My
Yeah.
goodness. So in terms of stereotypes, I wouldn't. It's roles that are familiar, you know,
Yeah.
and just deepening into them, you know,
Yeah.
why they're there, you know. Relationships, is there at least one strong relationships between women that isn't fueled? Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Shelly and Dawn were great.
Shelly and Dawn
And also
were
Chelsea and
wonderful.
Keisha were great. Great friends.
Besties,
Girlhood.
girlhood,
Yes.
and it's like
Love
I
that.
love that early scene when Keisha calls Chelsea
Yeah.
to be to rant about Justin and Christian and her life, and Chelsea's on her period. She's like, I can't do this, and there's those moments that are
Yeah.
just so quintessentially sisterhood, girlhood, girl
like
behavior.
this is your
like,
bestie.
this is your bestie.
And
She's
I
on her
like that they
period.
stayed besties even when she
Yeah.
changed schools.
Yes,
I really enjoyed that
Yeah, and they
because
have
it
a
would
true
be
chemistry.
so easy. And I also like that she found other friends and eventually warmed up to people in her new school.
True, because
she
it
was very
didn't
much like, this is a means to
start
an end. I'm trying to get out of here. I
it
don't
didn't.
care
There
about
was a bit
any
of
of
a
you.
rivalry.
I don't want to be friends with any of you.
Yeah,
I'm just here to run.
very
And
guarded.
I'm very, very guarded.
Very guarded.
Yeah, and it was nice to see her
Yeah.
warming up. Like I also think of the prom. Her
Yes,
prom
with
when they were in
Justin,
pink,
right?
yes.
Oh,
And it looked so
much
fun. It looked really, really fun. So you
so
could
much
tell, like,
fun.
okay, and even her graduation speech where she was like, you know what, I really didn't care. I thought I would come out of here with no friends, but you guys, I was very wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I was
Yeah.
wrong. So
Yeah.
like lots
Nice.
of friendships.
Lots of friendships.
Good.
Lots of friendships. Even
Yeah.
the cousins, the older cousins
Yeah.
coming in to be like that older sisterhood.
Yes,
I really
and
love
even the
it.
teasing calling her Urkel,
Yeah,
but still being
yeah,
like, we have your
yeah,
back, you
yeah,
know, like
yeah, absolutely.
we're here.
Even the brotherhood as well with the
Yes.
dad and Justin, so great. There's a brotherhood there as well.
Yes. He really does treat him like an adult.
He really does treat him like an adult.
And even to the little
younger-
brother, I really do like the
Nod,
little
nod,
brother.
nod. Even between Justin and the little brother, there is that.
Yeah.
It's just it's the relationships are balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the relationships are balanced, even though
felt
it is a
good.
rom-com.
Yeah.
Wonderful
It was
writing.
good. It
Wonderful
felt
writing.
good.
Yeah.
Felt good to watch.
Truly, yeah. Bodies, how are different types of black bodies
Ooh, so I liked the skin
represented in
tones
relationships?
that we saw.
Yes. Absolutely.
I love
beautiful.
seeing the
hair
skin
and-
tones. The hair story was really
Yes,
great.
It really was.
The body.
I mean, we don't, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it was
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
It was neither here or there. Normal bodies in a sense,
Yeah.
because we do have granddad, we do have older bodies, we do have just in terms of age as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no chubby girls, no fat girls, nothing. I don't think nothing, no fat guys. I mean,
Yeah, and because I appreciate it. Even if I think of a Chelsea, she just looked like a regular.
yeah, regular,
girl.
yeah. And just again, bringing in the period chat is nice because that's usually taboo. Yeah, even their sex scene, their first sex scene, Justin and Keisha, that also just being awkward and but them doing it was a nice reference to just bodies,
Yeah.
So yeah, that was neither here nor there. It was
Yeah.
okay. It was okay. It passes.
Yeah, but great job on, for me, the diversity of
Skin.
different kinds of
Yeah.
black people.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
True, that as well.
Yeah.
Diverse blacks, where are the Africans, and where are the queers? No queers. No, there was an uncle, but it wasn't clear whether he was
the
queer or
uncle
not.
in Martha's
Yeah,
Vineyard. Yes,
there wasn't,
the
yeah.
uncle.
So
Yeah,
that one, range of humanity and complexity.
absolutely.
We have secrets, we have anxiety, we have the spectrum.
Yes, we have joy.
We have joy.
We have laughter. We
have-
have family
we have
love.
We have mental
have
health.
mental
Yeah, we have
We have anger.
we have anger,
Explosive
anger, right?
We
Like
have concern. We have we got
obsession
the
as well.
full-
We've got obsession in the
stress.
beginning, stress, like ooh,
Yeah,
all of it.
we've got like quiet, shy,
yes, we
quiet.
do.
Because I did like those first few episodes where even like at that New Year's party where she was like, "You don't remember who I am,
Yes,
do you?" And he was
right.
like,
I don't.
no. And then like the slowness
slow
of like
burn of
getting to
it.
know someone again and
Yeah.
reconnecting and having a crush,
having
like,
a
just having a
crush.
crush and like now we're dating. And
Yeah, yeah.
I liked the slowness. I liked the pace. It was
Truly, the
very well
pacing.
paced. Very well paced. Yeah.
Truly, fries. It's getting fries. It is
Intersectional.
intersectional for me because
Black excellence, fries,
yeah,
for sure.
because also the coming of age story. This is one of the best ones, guys.
I think so too.
This is one of the best
I
ones.
think so too.
Truly.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mara. Shout out to Judy Bloom for writing the book to
Yes,
begin with.
right. Like, and it also does,
which was
to
risque
that
at the
point,
time.
interesting that, because it does feel like, it does feel novelesque, like,
Yes.
even in the cinematography, even in the screenplay, like it feels like even
chapters.
in the chapters, the chaptering of it was beautiful. You know, when we're descending into Martha's Yard, I was like, oh my gosh, we're at that part of the novel.
It's like that part of the novel. It's like
at the
vacation.
beach.
Vacation, like,
I love it, you know?
It's always like a break. And I love, because I feel like because of shorter episodes, we don't have as many filler episodes anymore.
Yeah.
And usually the
Filler
holidays
episodes, hey.
used to be part of the filler episodes where like, okay, we're breaking from the ordinary and we're going to a different location for like an episode or two. Like we don't get that as much as we used to. So it was nice. Like, okay, that
holidays
Martha's Vineyard. Like, this is cool for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I loved it. I can't wait.
I can't absolutely wait. Like, Mara Brock Akil needs to write more. And I feel like,
oh, she did so good.
Man,
this might be some of her best work. She did so good.
It is truly, like, and I think of Love Is, and I remember saying the same thing about Love Is, like, this is the best thing I've seen. And Now Forever is just the best thing I've seen, truly.
It's just so nice.
I'm going to keep watching that. It's also going to be such a comfort show. It's such a comfort,
it is. There is a comfort to
about it, you
absolutely,
know, like a comfort. It's not too anxious. It's not too much anxiety. It's not like the anxiety that I can't. Because, you know, a comfort show just needs to be... Because I think of comfort shows like your Modern Families, your Abbott, like it's...
New Girls.
Yeah, it's low stakes.
Shows. Yeah.
But like there's joy.
Yes.
Right?
It has to be funny.
Living Single is also one of my comfort shows. Yes, it has to be relatable. It has to be all of that. Yeah, so intersectional, guys. Absolutely.
Yes.
Great. 100%.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Watch it, guys. Bye.
Check out Forever. Follow us everywhere. Bye.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.